There is an empire more vast than any in human history, more numerous than any army ever assembled, and more resilient than any corporation or nation. It operates with a silent, breathtaking efficiency, building cities, waging war, farming, and solving complex logistical problems that would cripple our finest supercomputers. This empire is not a secret human society. It is all around us, under our feet. It is the world of the ant. And for too long, we have seen them as simple, mindless insects to be brushed away. We have it backwards. Today, we are not going to look down on the ant. We are going to look up to it. We are going to dissect the raw, unadulterated power of ant society and, in doing so, hold up a mirror to our own human weaknesses, our procrastination, our ego-driven conflicts, and our fragile sense of individuality. By the end of this, you will not just see an ant. You will see a master of survival, a pinnacle of collective intelligence, and a blueprint for a kind of strength we humans have perhaps forgotten. We will explore 3 core ant superpowers: their philosophy of unified purpose, their relentless engine of perseverance, and their biological and social programming for absolute efficiency. And for each, we will extract a brutal psychological lesson that, if applied, could fundamentally alter your approach to your goals, your work, and your life. Let's begin with the most staggering of their powers: unified purpose. An ant colony is not a collection of individuals. It is a single organism. Think of it as a distributed consciousness. The queen is not a dictator issuing commands. She is the beating heart, the source of the colony's lifeblood. The workers are the limbs, the senses, the immune system. There is no I. There is only we. This eliminates a host of problems that plague humanity: office politics, selfishness, credit stealing, and the paralysis of indecision. When an ant finds food, it doesn't hoard it. It immediately communicates the location to its sisters, creating a living supply chain that operates with seamless precision. Their communication is not based on complex language, but on simple, effective chemical signals, pheromones. This creates a hive mind where the collective need instantly becomes individual action. Now, let's hold up the mirror. How much of our human energy is wasted on the cult of the individual? On building our personal brand at the expense of the team? On meetings that debate rather than decide? On caring who gets the credit? The ant has no ego. It has only a function for the greater good. The psychological challenge for us is this: can you, in your own life, subjugate your ego for a larger purpose? Imagine your family as a colony, your business, your project team. What if every member operated with the unwavering understanding that the success of the whole is the only success that matters? This isn't about losing your identity. It's about aligning your identity with a mission so profound that your personal doubts and dramas become irrelevant. The ant doesn't wonder if it's fulfilling its purpose. Its very existence is its purpose. When we struggle with feeling lost or meaningless, it is often because we have disconnected our small I from a larger we. The ant never has this problem. It is a lesson in radical humility and profound connection. This leads us directly to their second superpower, perseverance. This is not just hard work. This is a fundamental law of their existence. You have seen it. An ant is carrying a piece of food 10 times its size. It struggles, it gets over an obstacle, it falls, it gets up. It finds a new path. It does not stop, ever. There is no internal monologue debating the merits of quitting. There is no voice saying, "This is too hard," or "Maybe I'm not cut out for this." There is only the task and the imperative to complete it. Scientists have placed obstacles in front of ants that seem mathematically impossible to overcome. And yet, through sheer, dumbfounding persistence, they overcome them. They build bridges with their own bodies. They create living rafts to survive floods. They will dismantle a mountain, 1 grain of sand at a time, and they will do it with a patience that defies our frantic, impatient human brains. Our human psychology is built on a feedback loop. We need encouragement, rewards, visible progress to keep going. When we hit a wall, our first instinct is often to reassess, to doubt, to retreat. We are hardwired for energy conservation. The ant is hardwired for task completion. The lesson here is a brutal one. Success is often not about genius, but about sheer, undramatic, relentless persistence. It's about removing the word quit from your internal vocabulary. Think about your biggest goal right now. The business you want to start, the degree you want to finish, the art you want to create. How many times have you been stopped by a setback that an ant would simply have walked over, around, or through? The ant teaches us that the obstacle is not the end of the journey. It is the journey. Your perseverance is not just a tool. It is your identity. By adopting this ant-like mindset, you reframe failure. A setback is not a signal to stop. It is simply data informing your next attempt. It is a call for a new strategy, not a cue for surrender. This is the engine that builds empires, one grain of sand at a time. Now, let's talk about their third superpower, absolute efficiency. An ant colony is the ultimate lean machine. There is no waste, no bureaucracy for the sake of bureaucracy. No redundant systems that do not serve the core mission of survival and growth. Every ant is assigned a role based on its age, and the colony's needs nurses for the young, foragers for food, soldiers for defense, engineers for construction. And these roles can change fluidly as needs change. If the colony is attacked, foragers can become soldiers. If the nest is damaged, nurses can become repair crews. This is the ultimate in adaptability and role flexibility. Furthermore, consider their energy economy. They operate on a scale of complete sustainability. They take only what they need, and everything they take is used. Their built cities are marvels of engineering that regulate temperature, manage waste, and are designed for maximum survivability. Compare this to our human world. We drown in wasted time, wasted resources, wasted potential. We have meetings about meetings. We have systems that are kept alive long after their purpose has expired, simply because that's the way it's always been. We cling to job titles and roles that limit our potential contribution. The ant is fluid. The ant is pragmatic. The psychological challenge here is to conduct a ruthless audit of your own life. Where are you being inefficient? Where are you holding on to beliefs, habits, or relationships that drain your energy without contributing to your core mission? The ant does not get sentimental about a tunnel that has collapsed. It simply digs a new one. This is not a call to be cold, but to be purposeful. It's about streamlining your life to focus your finite energy on what truly matters. It's about being adaptable, willing to change your role, your strategy, or your approach when the situation demands it. The ant is a master of doing more with less, a principle that, if applied, can create immense leverage in our cluttered human lives. So let's bring it all together. We started by looking down at a simple insect, and we end by looking up at a masterclass in survival, cooperation, and relentless progress. The ant's advantages are not in its size or strength, but in its programming, a unified purpose that annihilates ego, a perseverance that never ever quits, and an absolute efficiency that eliminates waste and maximizes output. The raw psychological truth is that we have these capabilities within us. We are, after all, social creatures. We are capable of great teamwork, incredible endurance, and brilliant innovation. But we have layered over these instincts with the complexities of ego, the fear of failure, and the distractions of modern life. The ant is a mirror showing us our own potential, stripped bare of all the noise. It challenges us to ask ourselves, what could we build if we truly worked together? Not as a collection of eyes, but as a single we. What mountains could we move if we simply refused to stop moving them? And what extraordinary freedom could we find if we streamlined our lives to focus only on what is essential and purposeful? The next time you see an ant, don't just step over it. Pause, see it for what it is. A tiny, six-legged testament to the power of the collective, the virtue of persistence, and the beauty of efficiency. It is a teacher. The question is, are you ready to be the student? If this exploration of the hidden strengths of the animal kingdom resonated with you, if it offered a new perspective on your own potential, then you have a role to play in our colony. Help us grow. Like this video to signal its value to the algorithm. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message of relentless purpose and perseverance. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. By doing so, you join our community, our collective, as we continue to mine the natural world for the profound psychological lessons it holds. Together, we can build something remarkable. Thank you for watching.